At the caucus meeting this early morning, the caucus, by consensus, concluded that the Honorable Alexander Kwamena Afenyo-Markin, the Member of Parliament for Efutu, and until now the Deputy Majority Leader, should take the place of yours truly, Osei Mensah, who is Member of Parliament for Swame, as the Majority Leader and Leader of the House, with immediate effect that is consequent upon the...
Mega say reshuffle no, if you drew or my massive fee, and your ministers in Kwan are reshuffle, it be a court or my massive fee, or MPP among the cool team. This year, I know, say, majority leader, like a year, Honorable Osei Mensah Bunchu. A feeling that echo Afenyo-Markin, and same is one of the majority leader. Deputy majority leader, on part, Patricia Appiagyei, which Asoka Emrashe Benin. Afei, majority chief whip, Frank Anadon Prehodier, and Sa. On one that's all. The deputy, Alhaji Habib, Idrisu, Colon Mashem Benin, one on Ateki, Sa City. The second deputy, Alexander Tete, on that is why second deputy. And into we are Mashiba Fiono, a horse sacra, we are Nipa with me, a carnidim, Frank Anadon Pre. Someone adwaji onokwa na team maintaining position na bra former majority leader Honorable Osei Mensah Bunchu Ekano was so proud to president na such a more de buy no party national council here omno omhia omatutu ne manyina wie aninti no obo house no man ye say fisa be kono wo mo asesem na bra wodin nsem tu de wie no omanfo a Omo ewo kumase ono ankasa so ne constituency ono so akere omadwen afa ho say the ntia wa resign na o dey fi ni position no ebi mo say because of say why na dwen say won come na be fi bi no eno ntina wa resign en ho nsem bebre nti yenkohwe bra na wo dey to house no nim say sisi de babi dey adu no wa free the position no na nsakere aba nti de ne constituency fo nso a wo so ewo kumase so no Bomoso Eka Edifam.
Today, Friday, the 23rd of February 2024, presents a very momentous event. The Speaker, following the reshuffle that His Excellency the President has caused to his government, the matter came to be raised as to whether there should be a change in the leadership of the party in Parliament, that is the majority caucus. A lot of discussions have gone on in respect of the subject matter, some of them very informed, others unfortunately not informed. The discussions had the potential of degenerating into consequences, the end results of which could be rather fatal, or, as I have stated elsewhere, rather cataclysmic for my party in our effort to break in the eight, which effort has thus far, in the Fourth Republic, not ended successfully for any party in government. We in the Npp have trust. We believe in our ability to achieve this with God by our side, even if there may be some rampaging storms as of now. Mr. Speaker, it was amidst the discussions that at a meeting of the caucus, which the President had requested, I tendered my resignation as Majority Leader in order to still the storm and facilitate peace and unity required for the party at this time. Mr. Speaker, that decision that I made was not within the presence of Parliament. This morning, I summoned the caucus meeting to formally announce to my colleagues that I have elected voluntarily to step down as a majority leader and by that, Leader of the House. Ahead of the meeting, the National Party had been informed and invited to this meeting that happened this morning. Mr. Speaker, the Majority Caucus has, over the past few days, been conferring and consulting with the National Party to fill the vacancy created in the leadership of the caucus, especially since the Honorable Cyril Malasan, the first Deputy Majority Whip, has been nominated for ministerial position. At the caucus meeting this early morning, the caucus, by consensus, concluded that the Honorable Alexander Kwamena Afenyo-Markin, the Member of Parliament for Efutu, and until now the Deputy Majority Leader, should take the place of yours truly, Osei Mensah, who is Member of Parliament for Swame, as the Majority Leader and Leader of the House with immediate effect. That is consequent upon this communication. The National Council of the New Patriotic Party, meeting this morning, has accepted this proposal. And the Council, in consultation with the caucus, has further approved of the following members of Parliament to occupy the following respective positions. 1, Ms. Patricia Appiagyei, MP for Asukwa. Asukwa in Kumasi, not Adansi Asukwa, as Deputy Majority Leader. Frank Anodompre, MP for Nsawam Adwajiri, retains his position as Majority Chief Whip. The Honorable Alhaji Habib Idrisu, the Member of Parliament for Tolong, goes one rank higher on the ladder and now assumes the position of First Deputy Majority Whip. And the second Deputy Majority Whip's position is now to be occupied by the Honorable Alex Tete Jolibua, the Member of Parliament for Sefi Akontomra. Mr. Speaker, let me take the opportunity to thank you for the cooperation and collaboration that existed between you and I over the entire period that our paths crossed here in Parliament. We have worked together to uplift the status of the Ghanaian Parliament in many endeavors and much more, especially latterly, since you assumed the position of the Speaker of Parliament. The Speaker, human as you and I are, we have occasionally disagreed. But even in the state of disagreement, the kernel of the matter has always been how to reform the system for a better way that will affect the affairs of Parliament. On the part of my colleagues in the majority, I express tons of appreciation for the trust reposed in me, beginning as Corporate Secretary under the Venerable J.H. Mensah, Deputy Whip, Chief Whip, Deputy Majority Leader, Minority Leader for 8 years, and Majority Leader for 7 years and now 2 months. I guess this is unprecedented in the history of Ghana's parliamentary democracy. Mr. Speaker, I thank my colleagues for always being there for me and for the cause of the party and government. I will entreat my colleagues to offer the same assistance and support to my successor in order to successfully prosecute the remaining agenda of government. In my capacity as leader of my caucus, in minority and majority, as a leader, I've had to work with many of my compatriots on the other side of the political divide. Majority and minority leaders from the NDC, beginning with your good self, Right Honorable Alban Shumana Kingsford Bagbin, ASK back then. The Speaker, in your life before life, Cletus Aboka, my eternal friend, Dr. Benjamin Kumbo, the Honorable Harry Najusu, and now the Honorable Atufosa, Kesio, Doctor. In the case of all these people, we have developed a very cordial working relationship, even though we belong to different sides of the political spectrum. And the working relationship, Mr. Speaker, has translated into such close relationship that sometimes people begin to think that perhaps we are hiding something from the rest of the members of Parliament. But it's all to encourage a smooth transition of government business and indeed the course of the country in Parliament. I thank them all, including in particular those others who have been in leadership, close or expanded. Mr. Speaker, in my capacity in the leadership of my party, I've worked with 5 clerks of Parliament, 4 clerks of Parliament, Nana Rex Owusu-Ansah, who just transitioned, Mr. Ken Tachi, or should I say Ambassador Ken Tachi, Mr. Anyimedu, and now Mr. Cyril Kwabena Oting Insia. It has been a pleasure and a comfort working with all of them, despite a few disagreements sometimes. Mr. Speaker, let me also profoundly thank not only my caucus and indeed the other caucus, but the entire membership, officers and men of this House. The other staff, senior and junior, have all played their parts to ensure that we raise high the flag of Ghana in the Parliament of Ghana. The Speaker, Parliament has given me visibility in many international fora. I've been the Africa Regional Chairman of the African Parliamentarians Network Against Corruption for 4 years. I've been the Vice Chairman of the Global Organization of Parliamentarians Against Corruption for 4 years. I've been an Executive Committee member of the Africa Regional Chapter of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association for 15 continuous years. I've been the Vice Chairman of CPA International for 3 years, unprecedented in the annals of the CPA International. I've been a chairman of one of only 4 committees at the IPU for 2 terms. I've been a member of the ECOWAS Parliament and leader of Ghana's representation. All these because the Parliament of Ghana has provided me the platform and supported me, and I'm eternally grateful to the Parliament of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, today I bow out, and I do so by introducing to you Mr. Alex Afenyo-Markin Kwamina, who takes over from me as the new majority leader. So, Mr. Speaker, if you indulge me, I will usher my colleague into a seat and I'll take a bow to where I belong to. Mr. Speaker, we have seen a change of battle in this House, which involved even your good self. And often it has been acrimonious. We should depart from that trajectory and move on to establish sound parliamentary practice. I think that is what would indeed glorify us and set us apart from what has happened in the past. Speaker, I thank you all for the occasion, and thank you very much.